Hello, and welcome to your AI News Roundup for August 20th, 2026. Today, CoreWeave and HRT just signed a multi-billion-dollar deal for the NVIDIA Vera Rubin research platform, NVIDIA's earnings preview, and a massive look at when robots will finally have their ChatGPT moment. We dive into the massive cloud deals, chip outlooks, and the future of AI robotics. Stick around. The third story is a game-changer for the future of work. News number 1. CoreWeave and Hudson River Trading have signed a multi-billion-dollar agreement to provide large-scale AI cloud infrastructure for quantitative research and model development. Under the deal, Hudson River Trading will utilize CoreWeave's AI cloud platform, which includes NVIDIA Vera Rubin infrastructure and Spectrum-X Ethernet networking, to support increasingly complex artificial intelligence and machine learning workloads. CoreWeave will deliver clusters of NVIDIA Vera Rubin NVL72 systems alongside NVIDIA HGX B200 GPU systems. This infrastructure is designed to provide the density and throughput required for large-scale AI model training and allow research teams to develop and iterate on complex models at speeds aligned with rapidly moving financial markets. The agreement also incorporates high-throughput direct connect networking built around NVIDIA Spectrum-X Ethernet. This infrastructure provides dedicated, high-bandwidth connectivity between the on-premises computing environment and the cloud platform, aiming to minimize latency and ensure predictable data movement. This move supports HRT's existing application of machine learning and high-performance computing to quantitative research and trading. News number 2. Authoritarian regimes are leveraging artificial intelligence to intensify control and suppress dissent across their populations. The debate over the political consequences of digital transformation has intensified, with thinkers like John Perry Barlow and Jaron Lanier arguing for open coordination, while others, such as Gilles Deleuze and David Lyon, warned of a flexible society of control and inevitable total surveillance society. Authoritarian regimes have largely succeeded in suppressing online freedom of speech by combining technical censorship with physical measures. This involves tracking online activity and user location through citywide video surveillance systems, leaving no hiding place for real-world dissidents. The world's largest autocracies, including China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Turkey, and Belarus, are now incorporating generative AI into their control mechanisms. This integration expands the capacity of these regimes to monitor citizens and enforce digital censorship. News number 3. Turkcell is expanding its international R&D involvement by participating in 6 new projects focused on 6G technologies and artificial intelligence. The projects involve strategic areas including 6G technologies, AI, resilience of critical digital infrastructure, emergency communications, and sustainable technologies. A key initiative is the MAGIC 6G project, which is supported under the European Union's Horizon Europe program. This project aims to develop next-generation technologies using artificial intelligence to create networks that are smarter, more autonomous, and more sustainable with 6G. The MAGIC 6G project involves 9 stakeholders from Turkey, Germany, Sweden, Greece, the United Kingdom, Spain, and Finland. Turkcell will contribute to the project by developing a large language model-based service specifically tailored for telecommunications operators. This work focuses on making network and service management processes more autonomous and dynamic. News number 4. NVIDIA's upcoming earnings report will serve as a critical indicator for the trajectory of the semiconductor sector and broader tech market sentiment. The semiconductor giant, which commands dominant market share in AI accelerators, faces a critical moment as investors assess continued demand for its data center chips. The earnings report is scheduled for August 26, 2026. Data center revenue has already exceeded $30 billion quarterly. The results will likely set the tone for the entire semiconductor sector. A strong report could reignite the AI rally, lifting shares of AMD, Intel, and other chip stocks, while providing confidence to cloud computing giants like Microsoft and Amazon that continue to invest billions in AI infrastructure. Conversely, signs of demand deceleration or margin pressure could trigger a broader tech sell-off, given the current valuation multiples. News number 5. The market for digital real estate is being reshaped by the accelerating integration of artificial intelligence across various sectors. Humanoid maker Unitree surged more than 600% on its Shanghai debut. Meanwhile, the broader technology landscape is seeing advancements in foundational technologies, with quantum engines entering the real world through tiny superconducting devices that could build future computers. Innovation in digital transformation is revolutionizing manufacturing and telecom, while the healthcare landscape is being transformed by the digital doctor. Furthermore, the challenge of critical minerals processing is being highlighted in Canada. Discussions are also focusing on the ownership of AI rollouts and the necessary company culture required for successful innovation. News number 6. The ophthalmic AI-assisted diagnosis market is projected to grow toward $5.03 billion based on a recent industry study. This market analysis explores the growth trajectory for AI-assisted diagnosis solutions within the ophthalmic sector. The study details the market expansion for artificial intelligence applications in ophthalmic diagnosis. News number 7. Unitree Robotics founder Wang Xingxing suggested that robots may achieve a ChatGPT moment within 2 to 3 years, citing limitations in embodied intelligence generalization. Wang stated that the biggest bottleneck in global embodied intelligence is insufficient generalization capability. While AI models can achieve near 100% task success rates in fixed scenarios after specialized training, success rates drop significantly once operating objects or environments change slightly. To define the industry's inflection point, Wang proposed an 80% standard. A robot must autonomously complete roughly 80% of voice command tasks in 80% of unfamiliar scenarios. He believes this breakthrough could arrive in 2 to 3 years, or as long as 5 to 10 years. Unitree is advancing a physical AI robot self-evolution system where AI autonomously writes and iteratively optimizes robot control code across simulation and real machine environments. The company's largest investment area is AI models, with world model exploration beginning in 2020 and receiving renewed investment in 2025. News number 8. Amazon and Brooks Running have launched a global student challenge utilizing generative AI and recycled materials. The program awarded 200 high school seniors scholarships of up to $40,000 each, along with paid internship opportunities at Amazon. This initiative was part of a global challenge involving Amazon and Brooks Running. News number 9. Marvell Technology and Google are expanding their chip development partnership through a strategic stock investment. Google gained the rights to purchase up to $12 billion in Marvell stock, focusing the collaboration on AI accelerators. This move enables Google to focus on AI accelerators, which is projected to lead to semiconductor industry impact. The partnership involves strategic chip design and the investment in Marvell stock to drive focus on AI accelerators. News number 10. Taiwan Semiconductor's strong Q1 2026 earnings provide crucial insight into the trajectory of the AI industry. The chip foundry reported revenue up 35.1% and earnings per share gained 58.3% in the first quarter of 2026. TSMC is the world's largest dedicated independent semiconductor foundry, leading the manufacture of high-performance AI chips and advanced packaging technology. The company's second half of 2026 guidance focuses on capital spending, AI, high-performance computing, and 5G demand. Key areas of focus include advanced packaging capacity, N2 ramp progress, and the gross margin outlook. Analysts estimate the average 2026 revenue for TSMC at $5.2 trillion. TSMC has been a beneficiary of AI investments, positioning it as the undisputed leader in this sector. News number 11. Microsoft's strong performance in the Azure cloud business is being driven by accelerating AI adoption and significant data center investments. The company reported fiscal fourth quarter revenue that beat analyst estimates and achieved 43% growth at its Azure cloud business, which was ahead of market expectations. Microsoft currently has over 30 million paid seats for Microsoft 365 Copilot, an AI work assistant, up from more than 20 million as of April. This growth signals that parts of its AI investments are beginning to deliver returns. A Forrester analyst noted that Microsoft's strong revenue performance and accelerating Copilot adoption signal that the $190 billion data center build-out is beginning to deliver returns. Microsoft posted its best day since 2008 and added nearly $450 billion to its market cap on Thursday. The company reiterated its 2026 capital expenditure forecast and signaled a potential spending expansion in its 2027 fiscal year amid market jitters over AI costs. In contrast, Meta missed investor expectations on earnings and revenue guidance for the current quarter. News number 12. A shift in chip orders is highlighting how rising AI workloads are reshaping the semiconductor supply chain and placing pressure on foundry capacity. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing is a contract chip producer that manufactures, packages, tests, and sells integrated circuits for global customers, making its role central to how AI hardware build-outs progress. As the largest pure-play semiconductor manufacturer, it holds a market cap of about $1.9 trillion. Large customers utilizing both Samsung and Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing prioritize supply security over switching loyalty. This dynamic is supported by market activity where Samsung was able to lift some advanced foundry prices by up to 15% while running lines full. This suggests tight leading-edge capacity across multiple foundries, indicating strong AI demand. While TSM carries strong growth expectations, the company faces a risk flag around earnings quality due to high non-cash items. News number 13. Tightening U.S. Export controls on advanced chips are reshaping competitive dynamics across the semiconductor supply chain. This development creates a more complex landscape for investors than the familiar narrative of AI chip winners and losers. The semiconductor supply chain is facing a more complex environment due to these controls. News number 14. Experian has enabled UK customers to access their credit scores directly through OpenAI's ChatGPT. Users can complete a form to unlock this access. This integration allows users to retrieve their credit scores within the platform. The move connects credit data directly with large language model interfaces. News number 15. Data center architectures are shifting toward heterogeneous clusters to address the demands of power, token cost, interconnects, and software orchestration in AI computing. Experts in semiconductor engineering discussed the design challenges inherent in compute clusters, which involve multiple processors acting as a single computer. These clusters face significant hurdles related to networking, thermal management, and power delivery. Hardware vendors and large system integrators are developing solutions to address these challenges, focusing on how to manage the physical layout of the network. Furthermore, software orchestration is crucial, as it helps place workloads to maximize the utilization of these interconnects. Hyperscalers are currently exposing these concepts by building environments that facilitate this new architectural approach. News number 16. Cadence Design Systems has launched an agentic AI platform to streamline complex engineering workflows in PCB and advanced chip packaging. The Aurastack AI Super Agent addresses the growing complexity of AI infrastructure by orchestrating engineering tasks beyond silicon, integrating electrical, thermal, and mechanical design. This platform aims to streamline development from planning to analysis, reducing iteration cycles and identifying issues earlier in the design process. Cadence claims significant productivity gains, citing examples like for Hella, which reduced a design task from days to minutes. This move positions Cadence as an AI-powered design platform by connecting entire engineering organizations through continuous co-optimization. The complexity of system performance requires managing critical factors such as printed circuit boards, advanced packaging, power delivery, thermal management, materials, and mechanical structures. This innovation raises the competitive bar in the EDA industry by connecting these engineering domains. News number 17. Anthropic's Opus language coherence issues are creating hidden costs for developers using the models in coding workflows. Users of Anthropic's Opus 4.8 and Opus 5 models report needing to spend additional time and tokens correcting the model's language when generating code documentation. Peter Bauer, founder and CEO of SpaceCell, detailed that Opus 4.8's tendency to use confusing or invented terminology created extra work in software development. Bauer noted that even when explicitly prompted to avoid certain terms, the model continued to introduce unwanted terminology, forcing repeated cleanup passes. This often involved routing the output through cheaper models like Sonnet or Haiku to make the documentation usable. These additional cleanup passes pushed token costs up to 2 times higher than they otherwise would have been. The GitHub issue detailing this problem received nearly 265 acknowledgments, indicating that several other users have faced similar language incoherence with Opus 4.8. This issue points to language coherence challenges within the models, which has been discussed on platforms like the Claude AI subreddit. News number 18. KAIST has unveiled an oxygen tunnel design to improve the efficiency of AI chip architecture. This research focuses on optimizing the physical structure of chips to enhance computational performance. The development aims to address limitations in current AI hardware efficiency. The work centers on leveraging the oxygen tunnel to achieve better efficiency in AI chip design. News number 19. The White House has released a new science and technology strategy outlining a 4-tiered priority scheme for military technology, emphasizing AI, quantum, and low-cost innovation. The National Security Science and Technology Strategy, a 24-page document, establishes a balanced approach to defense acquisition. It endorses the high-speed, low-cost innovations the Pentagon is pursuing, particularly in expendable drones, while maintaining the importance of traditional high-cost megaprograms. The strategy argues for seeking optimal combinations of lower-cost platforms that can be deployed in larger numbers to complement sophisticated systems. This reflects an update to the traditional high-low mix dating back to the 1970s. The strategy places a clear emphasis on artificial intelligence, which Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has publicly embraced, with the exception of Anthropic. It details 4 levels of priorities: immediate, first-order needs, second-tier critical technologies, third-tier key enabling technologies, and final priorities. This framework moves beyond AI boosterism to structure military tech priorities across these levels. News number 20. A new criminal AI service leveraging Grok and Claude is publicly accessible, offering advanced offensive capabilities to cybercriminals. Security researchers warn that the service, dubbed Criminal, functions as a storefront that uses jailbreak prompts to bypass model guardrails and resell capabilities. The service is publicly accessible on the ClearNet, indexed by Google, and presented like a conventional SaaS product featuring pricing tiers and usage statistics. The offerings include exploit development, OSINT, on-chain tracing, social engineering, and code generation. The service utilizes a crypto payment system, with the cheapest paid tier starting at $12.99 a month, while the top Ghost tier costs $99. Diana Kelly, Chief Information Security Officer at Noma Security, called this a bellwether for a broader shift in cyber offense, noting that attackers can find and exploit weaknesses at a speed and scale that tilts the economics of cybercrime. ThreatDown's analysis found no evidence of a proprietary foundation model in criminals' production JavaScript. News number 21. China's military is exploring the limits of AI integration, asserting that artificial intelligence cannot replace human commanders. This development is tied to ongoing testing by Xi regarding the application of AI in military command structures. The initiative, known as War on the Rocks, focuses on examining the role of AI within military leadership. News number 22. Leaders must navigate the emerging cybersecurity risks presented by large language models and generative AI systems. The growing deployment of artificial intelligence introduces complex cybersecurity vulnerabilities that demand practical guidance from organizational leadership. As AI systems are integrated into core business functions, the attack surface expands, requiring updated strategies for protecting sensitive data and intellectual property. This shift necessitates a focus on securing the entire AI lifecycle, from model training and fine-tuning to deployment and inference. Cybersecurity risks in the AI domain involve threats targeting model integrity, data poisoning, and prompt injection attacks designed to manipulate outputs. Organizations must establish robust frameworks to manage the risks associated with proprietary data used in training foundation models. Practical guidance focuses on implementing layered security protocols that address the unique challenges of AI infrastructure. This involves assessing vulnerabilities specific to machine learning pipelines and ensuring compliance across data governance policies. Addressing these risks requires leaders to move beyond traditional perimeter defenses and implement specialized controls tailored for AI environments. News number 23. European regulators are demanding that AI companies commit to climate goals if they seek to build data centers on the continent. Energy Commissioner Dan Jorgensen stated that companies must support renewable and nuclear power and recycle waste heat if they want to establish data centers in Europe. This warning comes as the planned data center sustainability label is delayed over a nuclear power dispute. The demand stems from the unprecedented energy consumption of the AI boom. The Kiel Institute projects that EU data centers could consume up to 168 terawatt-hours of electricity by 2030, which is roughly equivalent to Poland's total annual demand. This demand highlights the urgency of sustainable infrastructure. The issue of energy efficiency is critical, especially in high-consumption regions. Jorgensen noted that if only half of the excess waste heat were utilized today, it could heat 4 million European homes, calling the current situation unacceptable. This context is amplified by the fact that only 36% of data centers have reported their energy use. Furthermore, a report found that data center expansion added an estimated €715 millionio to the energy footprint. Ireland serves as a cautionary example, with its data centers consuming about 22% of national electricity. News number 24. Microsoft announced new capabilities to give Azure Copilot direct access to specialized AI agents operating across enterprise systems. The company introduced Microsoft IQ as a context layer spanning GitHub Copilot, Microsoft Foundry, and Copilot Studio. This initiative focuses on providing agents with reliable context, governance, identity, memory, and secure access to enterprise data. New APIs, including Work IQ APIs, are coming June 16th. Furthermore, Microsoft introduced Fabric IQ for structured business data and Foundry IQ for retrieval across enterprise knowledge and the live web. They also launched Web IQ as a new agent-facing web search stack. In related developments, Microsoft introduced Scout, a personal work agent, and 7 new in-house AI models within its MAI family, including MAI Thinking 1. Marco Casalena, VP Products, Core AI and AI Futurist, leads Microsoft's AI Futures team and previously led teams across Azure AI and Salesforce's Einstein AI. News number 25. The reclassification of service member casualties during the Iran conflict has drawn congressional scrutiny over data handling and wartime funding. The Pentagon recently reclassified service members killed and wounded during hostilities with Iran, separating them from other casualties, a move critics argue obscures the human cost of the conflict. Last week, the Pentagon removed 4 recent troop deaths from its online database, 3 from an Iranian ballistic missile strike in Jordan on July 17th, and 1 from a drone detonation in Iraq the following day. This removal from the Defense Casualty Analysis System prompted immediate congressional scrutiny. The Pentagon faulted a data processing error regarding this issue. During testimony, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and General Dan Kane pressed lawmakers for additional wartime funding. Hegseth stated the cost of operations since the Iran conflict began February 28 was more than $37 billion. On Sunday, the 4 deaths and 207 previously undisclosed wounded personnel reappeared in the casualty analysis system, though they were not attached to Operation Epic Fury. News number 26. Enterprise AI is increasingly focusing on security and treasury management as the threat landscape evolves. At the 2026 Cisco Live Conference, CEO Chuck Robbins delivered a security message to enterprise buyers, stating that AI changes the speed of defense, but this empowers adversaries at a pace never seen in the industry. Robbins noted that these models are as bad today as they will ever be. While the cybersecurity industry has long warned about AI-powered attacks, frontier AI models have made those warnings concrete. Specifically, Anthropic's Claude Mythos sets itself apart from prior models not through general intelligence, but through its capabilities in a cybersecurity context. This development shifts the focus of enterprise AI toward immediate security and risk mitigation. News number 27. Bandwidth has obtained ISO/IEC 42001 certification for its AI management system, strengthening its standing in the trusted AI infrastructure market. This certification demonstrates adherence to international standards for managing AI risks and governance. The achievement reinforces Bandwidth's leadership position within the trusted AI infrastructure sector. News number 28. Agent fleet failures often stem from low-level system errors rather than model inaccuracies. An operator running 49 scheduled AI agents on a single laptop found that serious failures rarely originate from bad model answers. Instead, issues typically arise from lower layers, such as a job never loading, expired credentials between runs, or timeouts built on utilities the operating system does not ship. The author notes that most agent fleet guidance is written forward from a proposed architecture, detailing a router, specialist agents, tools, and memory. However, real-world design rules are often derived backward from incidents. 3 failures from 1 week demonstrated that a job could exist on disk and run when invoked manually, yet never be registered with the scheduler. This gap between proposed architecture and operational reality explains the observed failure modes. News number 29. Natural secured a $100 million credit facility to fund the development of credit and payments infrastructure for autonomous AI agents. The move positions the startup to compete with major players like Stripe by redesigning the financial system for AI agents. This effort addresses the limitation of existing financial rails, such as credit cards and ACH, which require human authorization and slow down autonomous agent transactions. AI agents are currently executing sophisticated tasks, including identifying vendors, comparing prices, and messaging vendors to organize deliveries. However, traditional payment systems were built for human-initiated transactions, creating friction for autonomous systems. Natural is tackling this challenge by redesigning the entire system from the ground up. The company has $30 million in fresh capital to pursue this plan. This initiative stems from the realization by co-founder and CEO Khalil Lalji that AI agents are evolving faster than current financial architecture. News number 30. The current framework for AI audits requires a shift from focusing solely on fairness metrics to incorporating a power test. This change addresses the need for a more comprehensive assessment of AI systems. The argument suggests that fairness scores alone are insufficient for evaluating the operational capabilities and potential risks inherent in these models. Implementing a power test is necessary to ensure that regulatory scrutiny covers the actual operational capacity of the AI, rather than just its demographic outcomes. This approach seeks to establish a more robust standard for AI governance and policy. Thank you for watching today's AI news. If you enjoyed this information, please subscribe and hit the like button. Join us tomorrow for the latest AI updates and deep dives.